Hello everyone, my name is Elizaveta and welcome to WelcomeTech channel. On this channel we are sharing with you all the important information about relocation, and in particular we will be talking about the US today. So I will be sharing with you guys the most popular ways of relocating to the US, and we will talk about the visas and the immigration programs that not many people know about. So stay with us if you're interested. So usually relocation to any country usually consists of several main ways of relocating. This would be like some kind of relative visa, spouse visas, like partner visas, and so on. So this could be work visas, of course. This could be business visas that exist not in many countries, and it doesn't exist in the US though. And this could be something like an investor visa and so on. So these investor visas, they're very expensive and they do not work in many countries, and they do not work with people with all kinds of passports. So this is why we will not be talking about. But one more thing is that, of course, if you have one of the circumstances, it is very easy for you to get your visa, usually. But sometimes if you do not have an employer in this country, if you do not have actually a relative in this country, and if you are not brought by the money you have to this country, there are not many ways left for you to relocate. And we will be talking about some of them. And when talking about the US, we will be talking about some visas that can get you to the US without any of these circumstances, but with your achievements in your particular field that you're working at. So this could be anything, actually. IT, this could be graphic design, like arts, this could be even like beauty sphere. You could be an entrepreneur, anything, actually. And the US is great at this point because these so-called talent visas, that visas that are given because of your special achievements, they are usually tied to special sphere of talent, right? To special field of talent. And in the US, it's not so. You can be anyone, but you can have certain achievements in your field and get this visa. So the first type of visa of that kind is O-1 visa. You may have heard about that. It's a very popular type of relocating, and it was a very popular visa before, but it's not a typical talent visa, because a typical talent visa does not require an employer in this country, and O-1 does require that. So the employer can be not only the company or agent that are willing to work with you, it could also be companies that you have found yourself. Not all the companies can be your employer, but sometimes it's possible, so this could be a good thing for entrepreneurs. Besides that, you will need to prove your achievements. So you have about 10 criteria, and you need to choose at least 3 of them and prove that you satisfy them. This could be like high salary, this could be some public profile like media publication, this could be participation in different types of professional organization, this could be any kind of work achievements, this could be many more things, but these are generally the things that they are looking at. And for O-1 visa, it's very easy to prove those, but they have this employer thing. And O-1 visa is given up to 3 years, and you can prolong it every 3 years to get a new one. Like cons of this visa, this main cons is this is a non-immigrational type of visa, that this will not lead you to a green card, a US passport. The second thing is that it doesn't let you work on anyone besides your employer, It could be a company or a real employer, but you can only work at them. And if for some reason you get, for example, you stop working with them, your visa will end faster. And the third thing is that this visa does not give your family members an opportunity to work in the US. They can move with you, they can live in the US, but they cannot work in the US. This is an O-1 visa, and there are similar types of this visa, which are not that popular, but they're still great opportunities. Second one is EB-1 visa, which is the visa that is given to people with special achievements in different field of talent. And if you look at the criteria that exists for O-1 visa and you look at the criteria that exists for EB-1 visa, they will be completely the same. They are almost like 90% identical. And the only difference that EB1 requires a higher level of achievement, and it's more focused on your public profile. But it's a green card, so you can get this for 10 years as all the green cards, and you can get a passport minimum of 5 years. And you can work at any employer, you can found your own company, you are not restricted in any kind of working, and your family members can work too, which is a great thing for EB1 visa. It's not that popular because actually not many people know about that, because in the past it was some kind of a visa for like Nobel Prize holders, literally for people with great achievements, and that's why it was not available for the majority of people. But at that point now, it is like given a little bit like 40,000 quotes for this visa every year for this kind of EB1 visa, EB visas, and that's why more and more people can get it. And the third type of visa that we are going to talk about is EB-2 NIW visa. So this sounds really complicated, but it's actually, you may have heard about that. This is the visa that many people use at the time to move to the US. It's very popular, and you can get this if you are a good employee actually. So you can show your recommendation letters from your previous employees, you can show your salary level, you can show participation in different professional organization, you can show some impact to the companies that you worked in. So this is why it's actually a great thing to apply for this type of visa, because it's much easier to get than EB1 and O1, and it doesn't require an employer. But the thing is that you will need to prove your US national interest, that you are actually you can bring some use to the US. It's not always possible, not for any profession, but for most people it is possible, especially for science, technical, mathematical, engineering professions. And the second thing is that it's really long to get. It will take you about 2 years to get this type of visa, but still it's a great opportunity to stay in the US and get a green card. So these are 3 main ways I wanted you to know to move to the US that can be actually eligible for many people out there. If you're interested in a free consultation, please contact us with the contact information down below. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.